What's up? Your boy is back. It's DP Nice. If you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, but check it out. We got some more bars for you today. I came across a good video with Cam Newton and Terrence J talking about money. And when did they learn about money? This is something that many people don't understand. Just because these guys have a lot of money doesn't mean that they have financial advisors. It doesn't mean they understand money. Doesn't mean that they want to grow their money in that moment, right? But a lot of people understand that obviously they go broke. But it's not just because one, they want to spend a lot. It's because they don't understand how to grow the money. So people aren't just splurging just all the time. It's over time between taxes, your house, you helping your friend, helping the family. So it's not everybody being reckless buying jewelry and a million cars. It's knowledge. So let's listen to some of this. This is some good conversation for you to really understand what's going on with some of these people. We'll get through this real quick.
A complete.
When did you really understand money?
I watched right after the pandemic. I saw a podcast.
And circa the I'm sorry for cutting you off, but
So we're going to skip through this part. Terrence talks about when he first learned. It was a car robbery going bad at his house. He literally wanted to leave his house, so he couldn't sell it that fast, so he rented his house out. And then that's when he started realizing real estate was a vehicle to, really get the money. But then he asked Cam, when did he learn about the money? And that's what we want to talk about more of what the athletes, right? So we'll find that part.
My baby mama's listening. Did not learn about money. She looking good, by the way.
Hey,
but for me, at 36, I'm vulnerably admitting that I did not learn about my funds until I was 32.
Now think about that. He did not learn about his funds until he was 32. That was 4 years ago in 2001. 36 now, didn't really learn about him until 4 years ago at 32. By that time, he had already made over $100 million. So let's think about that. And that's why I said in the caption, Cam Newton cost himself millions of dollars. So we'll talk about it a little more as he goes.
Wow. But I mean, financial advisors, I would assume.
I never had a financial advisor.
Really?
I never was a splurger. And this is the funny thing that me and my girl joke about. It was like, she asked me a question like, what would most girls say about Cam? Like, we have that type of dynamic. And I'll be like, you know what? Most chicks always say, because it always gets back to me some way, shape, or form, Cam cheap. Because I am. It's like, hold on, what you need that purse for when you got that purse that look just like that purse? You got all them hats. It's a brand, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like I do well enough to understand, but understanding the dollar was something that wasn't taught. And my point is, we need more people that we look to and say, oh, I can relate to him. Why? It's because when I was in school, I hated school.
So let's pause right there. And what I want to do is talk about where he's talking about understanding the dollar, right? So when we talk about just that opportunity cost, I'm going to bring up another screen for you, right? Screen share. Let's go to Cam's contract right here. Look at this. $133 million. He said he learned 4 years ago, right? That's right when he was getting out the league in 2001. So by that time, if we got 133, right, and we take away just this little money right here, up to this point, it's still 125. So if we're talking about that, 125, and obviously you have taxes and all that and other bills, but if we take that money and we don't go crazy and we just put it in the S&P 500, nothing crazy, not no get rich quick scheme, not being scared of crypto, just saying, you know what, let me put my money in something that will grow for 8, 10, 15%, 20% some years. And we'll put it in perspective. We'll see when did Cam get rolling? 2011, right? He got 14 million in 2011. So I'll put that. How much has where we gonna be at? Where's my thing, man? I gotta figure it. I gotta get back on my typing. S&P 500 grown since 2011. So let's see if it'll bring this up. Something. I just wanted them to pull up some stuff. So we'll go here then. Let's go to some of these. So let's just say Cam Newton will put up a tracker, right? Put in, if he made 100 and something million, we'll take 120. We'll go 120 instead of 125. So we'll say 60 million, right, after taxes. And we won't even go crazy. Let's say if he put in a conservative $5 million, because in 2011, he got 14. But let's just say he put in 5 million in 2011 and never did anything else. So what we got? 3 zeros, another 3. There's your 5 million. Calculate. That's if he put in 5 in the S&P. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. 13.26%. Bruh. Come on now. This is the things that I'm trying to put y'all on. Like, we're not talking about investing all 60 million. We ain't talking about investing even 20. If his first year when he got 14 and then they knocked him down to 7 and he could live off of 2 and he just put in 5. Bro, come on now. I'm trying to put y'all on game. Your boy trying to really put y'all on game, man. Oh, my bad. Y'all can't see it. It went to the other one. Hold on. Give me 1 second. And went to another one. Because I got to share this screen. Look at that. Went to the S&P since the 2011. Put in 5 million. 3 zeros. Boom. 5 million in 2011 is 30 million in 2025. That's what compound interest does. And this ain't just Cam. And I'm not faulting anybody. It's their money. You got to learn. It's better for him to learn at 32 than to not learn at all. But come on now. Come on now. You got to think about that. DP trying to put you on, because it's not about how much you put in just right now. It's about how fast can you get started. How early can you get started? Let's get back to a little bit of what they're talking about, man. Hey, I love talking about this stuff because it's about us all learning, right? And somebody like Cam was mentioning that looks like you, sharing this with you, and you also have to believe the person that looks like you. But let's keep going.
If PE was taught by a teacher that I did not like, I hated PE. If trigonometry was taught by a teacher that was cool with me, I love trigonometry. So it wasn't the subject. It was the person that was teaching the subject. Nobody who looked like me could talk to me about the funds that I was getting. Yep. So therefore, I didn't necessarily make a mistake, but in learning about stocks, learning about real estate, learning about using your credit, earning your credit, I felt at what I was.
Listen, once again, he didn't lose money out of his pocket, but he lost the growth of the money, the compounding of the money, right? Learning about the stocks, learning about credit, learning about real estate. Those are things that we all take for granted because these dudes are in the league and be like, oh, they got to know about that. Somebody got to be telling them about that. Some people have that. Some people don't. Some people don't trust people. So he didn't lose money out of his bank account. He just lost out on money going into his bank account, right?
I was in the league I went to the league around 21, 22.
Okay.
And you're talking to a person who felt pride in using his debit card. Because I just wanted the cashier to know, like, oh, baby, it's all there.
With that pride, we go to
it's all there. Louis Vuitton, it's all there. Purchase Rolex, oh, baby, it's all there. I'm dead.
You could have got all those same things because he did have the money. Like you said, it's all there. But you get those bonuses. You get cash back. I tell people, if you can pay out that credit card, that's what you should be doing. Spend your money, pay it off, right? Spend your money, pay it off. But you get that cash back, you get that travel, you get the hotels. Credit is king if you're using it right. The dollar is not good. Using debit is not good. Don't use cash. Put it on your card, but you have to be disciplined to do that stuff because you got to pay it off.
Debit me, please. It's all there. Debit or credit? Debit.
Thank you.
Everybody heard the debit. I got it all. But now, as a man, grown man with kids, it's like, man, credit. It's still there. You know, it's credit, bro.
Like I just said,
and knowing that the best thing that you have going for you as a human being is your credit. It was so embarrassing for me to look up and say, like, yo, what's my credit? I got all this money in my bank account and my credit wasn't nowhere where it needed to be so I can go and buy a space on my credit.
While that's playing, let's think about this. When you have that money, right, that's cool. But when you have that credit, you don't got to spend all your own money. That money can stay in your bank account. You can use your credit, right, to get a better interest rate, a better loan. And now let's say something costs $2 million. I might have to put whatever down, but because I got good credit, I get a better loan, I get a better interest rate. And now 80% of it I get to finance. But if I get a cash flow, I'm over here talking. My bad. Let you get back to Cam. Come on now.
Most important thing, leveraging your assets, having credit, things, all of that.
Those things.
So incredibly important.
So it's those things that it's like, bro, I tip my hat to you because getting into that space, and it's not about being a black thing or a minority thing. It's about being the person that is understood by the masses. Because to teach people, it's all about being able to really go down on their level and bring them up to a different level. So with that, you mentioned Ray. I'm not sure, what that dynamic would be, but how will your plan of attack for content in financial literacy
ensure that we do
with your social circle or digitally and like when I see certain things and I go about certain acts and I say to myself, it's like, yo, being around homeboys, that doesn't mean you can't hang out with them.
Listen, fellas.
It's like you talking about doing this financial literacy for the younger generation, but the reality of it all is like you may be doing it for your homeboy because your homeboy may be too uncomfortable to say, hey, bro, like how you get a car?
Yeah.
Like I didn't know how to write a check.
And it's all around us. When you look at
good, so I'm gonna stop it there, but y'all get the gist of it. Knowledge is power, credit is power. Using compound interest, that's power. If you can get this through your mind to start as early as possible and learn, young athletes, learn everyday person, you will win. I just gave you the numbers. We will go back one more time. I gave you the numbers. If Cam would have done it in 2011, 5 M's. Come on now. That's 30 today. Now, just because he got more money over time, like I said, he got 60 million pretty much after tax. But once again, we're not talking about investments, endorsements, money off the field and all that. But let's just throw that number one more time. That's 15. And obviously we'll take it down a little bit because this could have been put in over time. But let's just, oh my goodness. Hey, I'm going to leave y'all with that. If that don't get you excited, mind you, once again, this wasn't Amazon, this wasn't Apple, this wasn't NVIDIA. This was the S&P 500 that could have got you racked up like that. Hey, do with this information what you will. We out.